Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I promised you on Sunday we'd go out and have an adventure. Here I am. I'm at Colonial Beach and I'm having a great time. I got a lot of company here today with me. Look over here on this pier. We got a bunch of birds watching me. Aren't they great? They're all the way down. I love it. I'm having such a good time. Our Sun Lord's high in the sky. We got a little bit of cloud cover today, but not too bad. You can see our Sun Lord up here looking great. He's high in the sky. We got the seagulls flying over. I tell you, it's a wonderful day. I tell you, our water down here is just sparkling today with our Sun Lord's power blessing it. I just love it. I tell you, it's so bright I gotta wear shades. You guys are the best. Well, I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who came out to last night's video. We had a special seance for Veterans Day. And if you didn't see that, definitely check that out. It's in the queue right before this one. I want to give a big shout out to the veterans who came out to watch the video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. And again, I want to just say thank you for your service to our country. So wherever you are, you're a veteran or you love a veteran, know a veteran, go see yesterday's video if you haven't seen it. It's a great tribute to them. The Spirit people were amazing. It was really cold this morning, but this afternoon it's pretty mild. And I'm just enjoying being out here on the pier. You can see over on the embankment and the shore that the seagulls are all lined up, sitting in the sun and sunning themselves. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. There you go. There's our Sun Lord high in the sky. It's so tranquil and peaceful here. In the future, I'm going to move to the beach. That's one of my dreams. I'm going to buy a beach house, live right on the sea. At this end of the pier, we got our gazebo here. As you can see, there it is. It's a lot of fun. People sit in here during the summer and chit chat. I've been out here when a rainstorm starts, and it's nice to be able to run into this gazebo. Look at the beautiful wooden roof. As you can see, it's really nice. I just love it here. And have a little seat on the bench. By the way, I got my old buddy Louie with me. He's down here today. He says, "Psychic Bob, I want to go out." So I brought Louie with me. You know, my good old faithful Louis Vuitton bag goes everywhere. Some of you have written and said, "Psychic Bob, what type of Louis Vuitton bag is that?" Well, this is what is called the Speedy 35. I like it because it's a larger bag. It's a unisex. Guys or girls can use it. It's like a small duffel bag. And I love it. So if you're looking to get a Louis Vuitton bag like mine, it's called Speedy 35. So there you go. I could just live here. You know, I don't ever want to go home or do another thing. I want to be a beach bum. I really do. You know, now that tourist season is over, it's a great time to comb the beach and look for magical items such as driftwood wands. In fact, I'm just looking here. Look at this, guys. Here's some large driftwood pieces. These are too big for wands, but just an example of what you'll find on the beach. You can hear the waves lapping in here. Really lovely. Look at that sky. It's amazing. Is that beautiful or what? The mystic Sun Lord is filtered, yet powerful and beautiful. Have you ever noticed that when you're at the beach, you feel balanced? I know why that is. That's because all of the elements are in harmony and in balance. We have earth, we've got air, we got fire, and we got water. See, humanity is meant to work in harmony with the elements, and so when we're at the beach, we really have all of those elements together. Oh, and Tubies, look what I just spy. See what I spy. Isn't that how it used to go, the saying? Beautiful piece of driftwood. I think this would make a great wand. Look at that. It's got a nice little handle here. You can kind of hold it in your hand. It's nice tapered. I like that. Well, we'll meditate on that. That might go home with us. But let's stroll along and see what else there is to see. Oh, and they're all taking off in mass, guys. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, they're flying this way. Whew, it's like Bob's in the middle of an air raid. Isn't it exciting? They're all swirling about. Look at them. Isn't that beautiful? Really something. I just love the old houses here that border this little beach community right here on the shore. Just amazing. As it's been raining down here the last few days, a lot of the wood that I'm finding has really just been washed up prematurely, and it's too damp and not seasoned enough. Like, this would be an amazing piece here, but it needs to be soaked in the water and the sun and the wind for a few more weeks to really be true driftwood. So that's not going to go home with us. And I found another potential for another wand here, but like the other wood, it's just too wet and it's too premature. It's starting to rot rather than drying and seasoning the way good driftwood does. So we may not have much luck today in terms of wands, but it's sure wonderful to try. And isn't it great to be down here? I love it. You know, the water's very calm today, and I still think we could do some magic though. What do you think? Hail, great goddess Isis. Tubies, I've inscribed here on the sand the sacred symbol of the ancient goddess Isis. And now I'm going to do a little ritual for you. This is simple earth magic, and you can do this wherever you are. Trace a sacred symbol. It doesn't have to be this symbol. It could be any symbol. It could be a pentacle, a cross, a star, whatever you like. But I'm using today the great goddess Isis because she's the sea goddess for me, the sea mother. And so I'm going to combine two sacred symbols. So we've traced this. I've been saying prayers to Isis as I've been making it. And now I want to trace a pentacle inside of this. And so I'm going to lay a pentacle. And I'll say, here this pentacle I lay, for blessing now by night, by day. Here this pentacle I lay, for blessing now by night, by day. Great Mother, we invoke thee. I call to thee, Mother, by the sealing of this sign of the sacred pentacle, with your sacred sigil, your horned disc. I invoke now your power, Great Mother, for all my YouTubers. I call on the powers of earth, air, fire, and water. May the Great Mother hear our prayer, and may all today who see this video receive a blessing, a consecration, and a renewed hope. So mote it be. So mote it be. Now, as this sigil, as the tide comes in later today, it'll wash the sigil away, and it will release the power. So you see, with just a simple piece of driftwood and some earth, we've done a wonderful magical spell. They call this earth magic. It's the most simplest and the most ancient of magics. I'm very partial to this. Oh, now definitely there are times when I like ceremonial magic with, 3 smoking censers and golden candlesticks and silk robes. Oh yeah, I enjoy all that. But you see, there's nothing like getting back to basics. And so, if you're exploring magic, this is where I say keep the KISS method. Remember we talked about KISS? Keep it simple, stupid. But you're not stupid, so we'll say keep it simple, simple. Okay? So there you go. So all of you today are getting the blessings of the great Sea Mother, the goddess Isis, as I invoked her for all of you. I think we'll head up into town and take a look around. I'm just strolling here by these old houses, and really a wonderful day out here. So quiet and peaceful. During the summer, it packs out the crowds down here, but off season, it's a little small seaside town. I love that. We just had Veterans Day yesterday, and here is a war memorial here in the city of Colonial Beach. So let's go take a look at this. What a lot of people don't know is that Colonial Beach was a watchout, and actually we had Nazi U-boats come up to the shore several times. This is one of the gunners here, the guns that was used to defend against, I guess it'd be air attacks as well as ship attacks. Here's the memorial plaque here. We'll go up here and take a look at this. So you can see the American flag is flying above it. It says this memorial was dedicated October 5th, 1947. Look at this, guys. Here's a memorial urn to the veterans. Somebody's been so gracious to bring flowers and put a flag out. This is the sort of stuff my dad did when he was in the VFW. He'd go to the memorials and prepare them to remember the veterans. This is the Roll of Honor. Isn't that beautiful? It says, in reverent tribute to the men and women of Colonial Beach, Virginia, who have served our country. And they give it by wars. Here's World War I. All these names. World War II. Wow. Isn't that beautiful? Here, and it says, in memory of the men and women of Colonial Beach who served in the nation's armed forces in the defense of freedom and to preserve the American way of life. I love that. Look at this big gun here, huh? Wow. It's sad that we live in a world where we have to have these sort of things, but it is what it is. I suppose if we were in another war on our shores, it could activate this and we'd be back to having an outpost here. And here we are at the old Art Deco Hotel. I love this hotel. As many of you know, it was renovated this past summer. Look at this picturesque scene here of these beautiful chairs all lined up. Doesn't that look like a perfect picture there? You can see this hotel. Definitely Art Deco style. Look at this. These are old chairs. Look at that beautiful work. The red and aqua. I love it. What a great place to sit and relax. I tell you, this hotel is just beautiful. And I'm so happy that people have restored it, and it's bringing wonderful, value to the city. And I just love it. I tell you, such a quaint and quiet little town here. Here's the Treasurer and Finance Office for the town. Isn't this a great Victorian looking building? Look at it. Just beautiful. Look at the beautiful windows. Stained glass. I love it. I think it's just cool. They have great architecture in old towns. You know? Oh, look, here's the Chamber of Commerce. You know, Psychic Bob needs to pay them a visit because I'm thinking about setting up an office down here. So I'm definitely going to have to visit the Chamber of Commerce. There you go. And here's the VFW post that my dad was a member of. There's the flag flying over it. And my mom is actually an officer here of the auxiliary. She serves as the conductress and helps run the meetings here for the auxiliary. So this is my post because I became an auxiliary member. So anyways, there you go. It's always a happening scene in Colonial Beach. The birds pass overhead on a quiet autumn afternoon. And here's the little ice cream shop down here. As you can see, it's all boarded up for the winter. But in the summer, I tell you, it is a happening place. And the ice cream's great. People line up literally down the sidewalk here. As you can see, we're on this little street. Here's our little thing. And people line up and down here from all directions to get this wonderful ice cream. It's pretty awesome. You know, I think it's lunchtime, and look what I stumbled upon. A cool little happening Chinese restaurant called Hunan Diner. Isn't this cool, guys? This was originally like a 1950s diner, and then it became a restaurant, Chinese restaurant. They got outdoor seats. They do carry out here. Looks like they're open. Look at that cool kanji up there. I love it. Oh, look at the food dogs. Nice doggy. Let's go on in. Let's have some lunch. Babies, I'm at lunch, and I tell you, it's going to be awesome. Look what they brought me. We got some fresh, hot Chinese tea. And you know, Psychic Bob is crazy about tea. Look at that. Yum. Look what I got. Sesame chicken. Yum. It's my fave. Good tea, good sesame chicken. I'm doing all right. Well, Tubies, that was a great lunch. I'm all charged up now. I'm sorry I couldn't film more in there. It ended up getting really crazy busy, and I was kind of crowded in around where I was sitting, so I couldn't really bring out my camera because you know how people are these days. They see a camera and get hostile, so I didn't film anymore. But it was good. Had a good lunch. Now I'm strolling through this little seaside town. It's good to kind of walk after lunch, you know what I mean? Look at this old building here. I don't know what this is, but it's just got some character to it. Look at that. They got an American flag in the window. Huh. They got a building permit, so they must be developing something here. That looks really cool. Looks old. Look at these old windows. They're definitely doing some renovation inside. That's pretty cool. It's nice to see a little town develop itself. You know, I love that restaurant we went to. It's been there since the 1950s. I think most of the time, actually, it has been a Chinese restaurant too, which is really cool. Look at this old house here. Doesn't this have character? This little small southern town house. Notice up there the tie rods. In the old days, they used tie rods to reinforce walls, and the ends of the tie rods were capped off. Now this one, they've got stars capping them off. Don't know if you can see it. See that black star there? And there's another one over near that window. They have them on the lower level here too of the house. Look at these cool, tall trees. This is really amazing. I think these are cedar bushes. Cedar trees. Look at that, how tall they are. You may have heard in stories they talk about the tall cedars of Lebanon. Well, there you go. Some tall cedars. This house has a lot of character too. I think it's just beautiful. Isn't that wonderful? I could see myself sitting on the porch, watching the moon rise over the sea. Do you know that here in Colonial Beach they even have a Thai restaurant? I've been to this one. This is a great little place called Seaside Thai French Cuisine. Really awesome. They have great pad thai here. Yum. Well, we'll go there next time. It was fun to go to the Chinese place today, but I definitely love this restaurant also. And here we're coming up on an old historic church that's in town. This is the Episcopal Church. And I don't think they'd particularly like my brand of theology here. But that being said, they do have a nice architecture. If you look up at the top, they've got a triquetra window up there. Can you see that? I don't know if it's coming up on camera here. But that's a Wiccan symbol. Beautiful stained glass. This one is called St. Mary's Episcopal Church. It's beautiful. Look at their bell tower. Look through there, you can see the cross on the front. Let's see if we can zoom up there. That's kind of a neat image there. It's all very beautiful. You know, I like any house of worship. Even if they don't agree with me, I still like them. So that's just how I am. Oh look, here's the red doors. Now, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but it's kind of a tradition in the Episcopal Church to have red doors. Isn't that neat? This one I was curious. Yeah, they have red doors. They got a big stained glass window there. Really lovely. It's kind of Gothic architecture. A little bit kind of Southwestern too with that stucco. I like it. I think it's cool. Hey, who doesn't like Jesus? I like Jesus, even if I am a Wiccan. Oh, and Tubies, look at this. If you want to talk about a symbol of Southern culture, right before me is a giant magnolia tree. And I am crazy about these trees. This is massive. Let's take a look at it. Wow, that's old, old, old. Look how the branches are all twisted around here. Definitely has some character, that tree. Massive, massive tree. I love it. Oh, somebody's come out to greet me. Hello. Hello. Good watchdog. Yeah, we're walking under this big magnolia. Look at the beautiful. They've got lights strung around. I guess they light it up at night. Really something. There's this guardian of the tree. I love it. Yeah, I just have this thing about magnolia trees. I don't know. They just, you know, I'm so obsessed with them. I could just sit under a magnolia tree and meditate all day long. And look over here. Here's the Colonial Beach Museum. They got all their zombies or ghosts, whatever they are, zombies, ghosts, up here still from Halloween. Isn't that great? They're kind of different looking. I love it. It's so restorative just to get out and walk. Do any of you live near a beach, or do you live in a small town? As you know, during the most of the week I live in the big city. Even though I have a lot of parks, it's still a lot more industrialized than down here. Here you just feel like you could just stroll and take 3 hours to go somewhere and wouldn't seem to matter. Down here you can see at the end of the street is the water. There's the big pier we started out at. Isn't that cool? There's those condos. See on the left, those high rises? Right up there? That's some condos. That's where I want to move. I'd like to buy a condo down here and overlook the water. This is an interesting building coming up here. It's painted purple. Isn't that cool? I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a house. Now, this is a beauty shop on this side. It's closed. Look how they painted the stripe down the wall. It's darker purple on this side and lighter purple on that side. Isn't that interesting? You know I love the color purple, so this building, I definitely would be up to renting it. It's a Saturday and the hair salon's closed. I've never known a hair salon to be closed on a Saturday. Wait, actually it's Sunday. That's right, Sunday. I got my days off. See how slow life is here? I can't even remember that the day has passed. It is Sunday. Small towns, a lot of businesses do close on Sunday. And here we are, Tubies, back at the Colonial Beach Municipal Pier. There's our wonderful gazebo. As you can see, it's getting grayer. It's getting colder again. Almost feels like a little snowstorm could come. I hear they're talking about freezing rain tonight. I can believe it. I think once the sun goes down, it's definitely going to be pretty cold out here. Yeah, let's take a walk up and just see what there is to see. It's a gray day at the seaside. Fortunate for me, I like the color gray. I find this very tranquil. Can you hear the water lapping here at the shore? Well, guys, I want to thank you. Thanks for coming along on our adventure today. I sure had a great time, and I hope you did too. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming. Tomorrow's Monday. And what's that? Oh, Astrology Day. It means horoscopes, so make sure to be here for that. I love you guys. You're the best. If you want to help Psychic Bob out, like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe. Be part of our channel. We'd sure love you to be here. And if you get a chance, pop over to my website and check it out as well. I'll have the links below to all of that. I love you guys, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on Monday. And until then, may you always blessed be.